I have come to set the earth on fire, and how I wish it were already blazing. This fire is Christ's own passion of love for the truth, my friends, and to lead all to it. This is a fire that makes things bright and pure and free and grand, in the words of Pope Benedict XVI. Whoever comes close to Jesus must be prepared to be burned with this fire for the zeal for truth and evangelization of it. Being a Christian, then, is daring to entrust oneself to this burning fire of Jesus Christ. The flame of fire is above the most sacred heart of Jesus. This fire is set ablaze when we speak the truth, like the prophet Jeremiah, who is actually punished in today's first reading for doing just that, preaching the truth. And if we permit him, Christ comes to remove us from whatever keeps us from him, to rid us of every burden and sin that clings to us. Words from the second reading to the Hebrews. Even if that means the disruption of family ties, as told to us in today's gospel from Luke. From now on, a household of 5 will be divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. A father will be divided against his son and a son against his father, a mother against her daughter and a daughter against her mother, a mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. These are Jesus' own words. So again, he comes to remove us from whatever keeps us from him, even if at times this disrupts family situations. Now, he doesn't will this disruption of family situations, but he will permit it for the prospering of the truth in his name. He will permit the disruptions for the propagation of the faith. So we keep our eyes fixed on Jesus, waiting for him, trusting that he will come to our aid as we defend truth in a world that is so inimical to it today. This fire is also a fire that is to be handed on from one to another, from one generation to the next, as the very nature or essence of evangelization is the propagation of the faith and leading others into the fullness of truth. You know, the Second Vatican Council's decree on the missionary activity of the church says, quote, every disciple of Christ is responsible in his or her own measure for the spread of the faith.